Training will be held remotely via Zoom June 21st through the 23rd. For more information, visit www.fdacs.gov/FSMA.
I'm Sabrina Halverson for the Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine today with a thunderstorm in parts of the area this afternoon. High today 84 to 86. Then clear tonight, low 68 to 70. Partly sunny Thursday with widely scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon and a high of 88 to 90. Clouds and sunshine Friday with a couple of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and a high of 83 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Wednesday morning. Welcome to Ocala Talks on the first day of June, 2022. Man, this year is just flying by. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the studios of WOCA Radio, located just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. Joining me on the phone lines as he does every morning, a man who, probably seen Top Gun 4 times since it was released on Thursday night. Galen Unall from Life South. He joins us thanks to the good folks at Penn Flooring, Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, and just shipped. Galen, I know you're on your fourth or fifth viewing of the movie so far.
Well, in my mind, I've never stopped watching it, but physically I've only seen it once. But so much of it has been embedded in my brain, it's never going to leave. So it's part of me now.
You know how you know it's
in my heart.
You know how you know it's a good movie and one that has gotten a lot of you can tell with the money it's made and everything. But last night I went to host trivia at Crazy Cucumber, and there was a couple sitting at the bar, and they said hi, Tom, and they come in periodically. They're not regulars that play trivia, but they come in every 6-7 weeks and play a game of trivia when they're out having a date night or something. And they say, hey, Tom, how are you? I go, good. They go, have you seen it yet? And they didn't say what movie or anything. They said, and they didn't even say they were talking about a movie. They go, have you seen it yet? Now, people walk up to me giving me news stories all the time. So they go, have you seen it yet? And I go, yeah, I saw it Friday at the 2 o'clock matinee. Wasn't it great? And we went into a conversation about Top Gun. Both of us knew what they were asking me without even mentioning it. And it happened like 4 or 5 times last night. The topic of conversation throughout the entire restaurant was Top Gun.
Well, and it just goes to show you that if you put out a movie that's good, where America is the good guy, people will still gravitate towards it, right? I mean, what was the last movie where America was the good guy, right?
It wasn't Avatar.
And in this movie, well, no, of course not. But it's not any of these superhero movies, and I think that's just going to really mean something to people. I think we need to be able to go back and look at it and say, okay, America, are we perfect? No, but we are still the best country on this planet. And I love the fact that Tom Cruise is willing to, take the hit in China and wear the jacket with a Taiwanese flag on it. So now this movie the Chinese have come out and said they won't air it in China. And you know this from a Hollywood perspective, how big of a paycheck that is.
Right.
Tom's like, nope, this movie is, and that jacket's too important to my character. And good for Tom Cruise. I mean, he's a little nutty, but I love Pete Mitchell.
Yeah.
Pete Mitchell made that decision.
By the way, it'll make enough money that it could probably take the hit of the China paycheck because of the money it's going to make. It would probably gross. It would probably be one or two highest grossing films in history if it had the China market. But it'll do okay. And here's the thing. Here's something I noticed that the conversation come out last night too. Have you seen or have you heard about this show, the mini series, the limited series that explains the difficulties of making the Godfather movie?
Yeah. No.
It's called The Offer.
No.
It's called The Offer. It's on Paramount Plus, and
I don't have that.
It talks about it's a limited series about the efforts that were put in by Paramount and some people at Paramount and Francis Ford Coppola and all to get this movie made when Sinatra didn't want it made, Franco Colombo, the Colombo crime family didn't want it made, And one of the big headline stars who's one of the main characters in this show is a little guy. He's like 5'8", 5'7", and he's a Hollywood producer and everything. Well, I started looking at him over the weekend. I go, God, that guy looks familiar. Why does he look familiar to me? And then I realized he's Lieutenant Bradshaw.
Oh, wow.
But in the movie, in the show, The Offer, because they're big people, you can tell he's a smaller human. In Top Gun, you can't tell he's a smaller human because I read an article, Tom Cruise made sure everybody was within an inch of his height.
Sure.
I just thought that was kind of hilarious that I had no idea this guy wasn't, when I saw him in The Offer, I go, he looks familiar, but I couldn't quite put it because the height was throwing me off. Because I thought he was a fighter pilot, probably 6'1", 6'2", big guy. Not so fast, my friends.
Wow.
So, but that's great. He plays a New York movie producer in one show, and he plays Goose's son in the other show.
He's an up and coming actor for sure. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
And he's really good. He's really good.
Yeah. He did a great job with Goose. And
Rooster.
Rooster. But and again, that you could make an argument that was the most important role in that movie because that was everybody knows who Pete Mitchell is, right?
Right.
We get Pete Mitchell. But we hadn't, and we know who Ice is, but we did not know who Rooster was. And I thought he did a pretty incredible job of being Rooster.
He did a pretty good job. And with the way the movie is doing, I wouldn't want to be able to. That's got to be a tough gig to go from where you can walk around the streets, even though you're a working actor and you're making money, you can still walk in anonymity. And now, when I was watching a couple of the smut shows yesterday, Inside Dish and everything, the paparazzi has just exploded around these people. And to go from obscurity to instant fame, man, that's got to work on your psyche.
Well, and he's been in some big things, right? I mean, but nothing at this level. I saw him at the Indy 500, and he was being interviewed, and he was just still excited about it. I think he's going to have to figure it out. Miles, his last name, no, it's Miles Teller.
Yeah.
Or Miles Teller. Miles Teller, that's it. Yeah, because he's been in a couple of war movies that I really, really like. Can't remember if it's Band of Brothers or something like that. I know he was in. It's not Band of Brothers because he's not old enough, but yeah, he's been in a couple of movies like that.
Yeah, he's well, I guess he is 6'1" according to IMDb, so I guess he is taller than I thought. So, But
Yeah.
he was in he's appeared in Rabbit Hole. He appeared in the remake of Footloose, Project X. He's been in some Whiplash, Insurgent. He was in Insurgent.
I saw him in something.
He was in the Fantastic Four.
I didn't watch that.
Well,
I don't like superhero movies.
he was in a Taylor Swift video. That's not good. That's not good. Thank You for Your Service. He was in War Dogs. He was in. So
War Dogs. That's the one I saw. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
where he's trying to be a contractor and selling stuff to the military.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but good actor. But instant fame, that's got to be something you got to juggle. Something you got to juggle. Speaking of
Sure.
juggling.
I mean, he went from being a C-list guy to an A-list guy.
Right,
That's
right, exactly. Speaking of juggling, we're going to find out something about somebody who's trying to juggle a career change. We'll talk about that next with Galen Unall from Life South, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Nirvana, Ocala's premier medical spa, is leading the way in great skin with all the newest in treatment options, offering prejuvenation for younger clients and rejuvenation for all ages. Nirvana knows you want to look your very best. We want you to look like you, just better, brighter and younger, with all the newest and best in technology and all in the most beautiful surroundings. Like Nirvana Medical Spa on Facebook and find them on the web at nirvanamedicalspa.com. Become a better, brighter and younger you.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Wednesday, I'm Tom Schmitz coming to you from the studios of WOCA Radio at the Ocala International Airport. Galen Unall from Life South joins me as he does every day, brought to you by the good folks at Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center. They're located at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. They offer skilled nursing, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. If you got any questions you want to ask Palm Garden, give them a call at 352-854-6262. We'd also like to thank family-owned and operated Penn Flooring, serving Marion County for over 30-plus years. They owe every bit of their success to their unrivaled customer service. Go see the amazing showroom that Penn Flooring has at 1201 Southwest 17th Street in Ocala. Give them a call at 352-351-3420. And, of course, Just Shipped has opened a brick-and-mortar store at 811 North Magnolia for all your shipping needs. Why go to the post office or the UPS store and stand in line when you can go to Just Shipped? You can have the Just Shipped pack it for you, ship it for you, and cut out the middleman of UPS or the post office by waiting in line for those guys. Go to Just Shipped at 811 North Magnolia for all your shipping needs. Galen, news broke yesterday that a big name, 47 players,
huge name,
42 players, were announced in the field at the first event at the Centurion Club in London. It's set to kick off June 9th. It is the LIV golf event backed by the Saudi Arabians. It's the invitational series. It's called So Much Controversy. Greg Norman is running the league. The likes of Sergio Garcia are playing. Taylor Gooch is playing. Brandon Grace, Martin Keimer, Chase Koepka. I got to think he's probably kin to Brooks or something. Who knows? Graham McDowell, Kevin Na, Ocala's own Louis Oosthuizen, Ian Poulter, Hudson Swafford, Lee Westwood, and Dustin Johnson. Huh?
Yeah.
Dustin Johnson.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
But I read that last night, and I'm like, am I surprised by this? No, because, Dustin Johnson, he knows if he goes to LIV, they're going to leave him alone, right? He doesn't like the media attention. He's had issues in the past with the suspension from the PGA Tour, so there's no love lost there. And he doesn't really care what people think of him. And I thought there'd be a whole lot more of the European flavor, and there's a large European flavor to it. But Dustin Johnson really gives this some credibility, doesn't he?
Yeah. Look, think about the major winners you got there. Sergio Garcia, major winner.
Sure.
Louis Oosthuizen, major winner. Dustin Johnson, major winner. Graham McDowell, major winner. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Martin Keimer, major winner. There's
And I think more are going to bleed into it too. I really thought if they got a name, it would be a Ricky Fowler type. And I still think Ricky Fowler will end up over there. So it's kind of surprising to me that more haven't defected.
And here's the thing. If you're concerned about how it will affect the PGA Tour, the PGA Tour does not run any of the four majors. So they'll still be able to play in the four majors regardless. Because
maybe not the PGA Championship.
Oh, no, the PGA of America said the PGA Tour is not dictating who we have in our field.
Oh,
they made a statement that the PGA Tour will not dictate who we have in our field.
Oh, boy.
And, the Masters don't care.
I know the Masters don't care.
The RNA runs the Open Championship. Now the RNA may care, but who knows? But
because I think they're actually like it because it'll pop up their league.
The USGA could care less.
Well, that's a qualifier. Let's say you can't be banned from a qualifier, right?
Right.
I mean, you're telling me Dustin Johnson can't go and qualify just like you or me can?
Right.
As long as, no, my handicap's not good enough. But you know what? I mean, it's the same process. He'll just have to qualify.
But, no, the U.S.
And I think he's exempt.
Right. Well, he's won the U.S. He's got an exemption. But here's the thing. Do you think Monahan goes all Kennesaw Mountain Landis and the Black Sox and bans these guys for life?
No, because that's not. I don't know. I don't like that guy.
I don't either.
I don't.
I didn't think there was going to be a worse. I didn't think there was a worse commissioner than Tim Fincham. I was wrong.
Well, I don't know him. I've never met him, but every interview, I'm like, God, why do I feel like you're just lying to me? And by the way, that's got to be one of the easiest jobs as far as commissioners goes in all of sports. I think baseball's the hardest. And PGA golf is probably the easiest.
I like that what they said, what Dustin Johnson's response was when it came out. It was through his agent, of course. Dustin didn't say it. It was through his agent.
Yeah, because Dustin doesn't say anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Dustin's been contemplating the opportunity off and on for the past couple of years. Ultimately, he decided it was in his and his family's best interest to pursue it. Dustin has never had an issue with the PGA Tour, lie, and is grateful for all it has given him, but in the end felt this was just too compelling to pass up. Now read between the lines, and that says they threw a buttload of money at Dustin Johnson that is generational, and he's set. You thought he was set before. His children's children probably don't have to work again.
Well, the rumors on the streets, they're throwing like $50 million if you play like in 10 events. You know. So just play, not even win.
Right.
Right.
Well, I know that Robert Garrigus got a $2 million deal just to sign and play on the tour.
Right.
And that's more than he's made in the last 8 years on tour.
Sure. And come on, who is that compared to Dustin Johnson?
Right. So, if he's getting that, Dustin Johnson's getting, they're backing the Brinks truck up.
Yeah, again, I'll bet he's probably getting, if he plays in 10 events, he'll make $50 million.
Here, Dustin, these 2 oil tankers full of crude oil are yours.
Right. Yeah, and by the way, that's only going up.
By the way, do you think it caught the PGA off guard?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, everything seems to catch the PGA Tour off guard.
I mean,
they think they're above it all.
This isn't a 51-year-old Phil Mickelson. This isn't a petulant child Sergio Garcia. This is a guy who was ranked. This is a guy who was ranked number 1 in the world for a very long time in the past 5-6 years. It's a guy who, you could argue, has become one of the 2 or 3 faces of the PGA Tour. He's got a green jacket. He's in the top 5 in the world, top 8 in the world, I think, right now. But he's been number one numerous times. This is a huge deal for. This is a huge coup for Greg Norman and this league.
Yeah, don't underestimate that, because you're dead on. But Dustin Johnson did it the right way, right? You don't have to say anything.
He didn't.
Just go play in the tournament.
He just signed up for the tournament. There you go.
But Phil's incapable of not running in his mouth. You know what I mean? He's incapable of not making everything about himself. How great he is. So there would be only really one guy I would be shocked if he joined it, and that would be Tiger. Tiger doesn't need it, and it would, he can just stay on the PGA Tour forever.
Well, Nike made sure Tiger never needed to work again.
No, absolutely right. But who else do you think does a McIlroy switch?
Oh, I would think just because of how many tournaments are going to be played on the island, it's a natural fit for a guy like McIlroy. I don't think Spieth will go over. I could see DeChambeau going though if the money got good enough.
Well, right, and then because Dustin Johnson and Brooks Koepka are such supposed good friends.
Right,
who the heck knows,
I could see that.
And does a guy like Schauffele, who really hasn't cracked through and broken through that ceiling over here yet, does he take the money and run? Again, Dustin Johnson broke the ceiling on it.
And he broke it exactly. That gives that, and not only that, but what about guys that are on the downside of their career but could make more money in the last couple of years before they go to the Champions Tour than they could ever think of making on the PGA Tour? I'm talking about the Matt Kuchars and the Steve Strickers of the world, who are middle road guys. They're good enough to win golf tournaments, but they're probably not going to win any huge golf tournaments anymore at their age on the regular tour. But if they can go, hey, come play with us 10 tournaments, we'll give you $10 million to play those 10 tournaments plus any money you win. That'd be a hard thing for somebody to turn down that was, a footstep away from the Champions Tour, I would think.
Yeah, absolutely. But like a Justin Thomas isn't going to leave.
No.
Because he still feels he could dominate.
But what happens if John Rahm leaves?
Well, I don't.
Because you can see that he's a European. Absolutely. I can see that happening.
Absolutely.
Then you got Dustin Johnson and John Rahm in that league. If that happens, here's what's going to happen. If this by Dustin Johnson breaking the season, matter of fact, we'll get into it after the break because what's going to happen, And that's going to be the telltale sign, is now that Dustin Johnson's broke the ceiling, that opens up a whole new avenue for some money. And I'll tell you who that opens it up to. And then all bets are off if that happens. We'll talk about that next with Galen Unal. This is Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. Real quick, for those that are wanting for an update, the College of Central Florida last night took it on the chin to Cowley and lost and has been eliminated from the JUCO World Series. I think they finished 4th or 5th in the country in the JUCO World Series. So good season for the men at CF baseball program, but Marty Smith and his guys eliminated last night from the JUCO World Series. We'll be right back at this time out on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
In Ag News from the Southeast AgNet, USDA Secretary
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
The Uvalde Police Department and the Uvalde Independent School District Police Force are no longer cooperating with the Texas Department of Public Safety's investigation into the massacre at Robb Elementary School. The Uvalde police chief and a spokesman for the Uvalde Independent School District did not immediately respond to requests from news outlets to explain the silence. Transgender athlete Leah Thomas tells ABC News that transgenders are not a problem for women's sports.
You can't go halfway and be like, I support trans women and trans people, but only to a certain point, where if you support trans women as women and they've met all the NCAA requirements, then I don't know if you can really say something like that. Trans women are not a threat to women's sports.
USA Radio News.
Did you know that you could easily be saving up to 90% on your taxes by simply making a phone call? That's right. The Fortune 500, the globalists, all the big billionaires and millionaires, they know about the loopholes written into the law where most of them pay almost zero tax. In fact, many of them pay no tax. You even see it on the news. How are they able to do that, but the common person can't? So whether you're a school teacher, a lawyer, a scientist, a millionaire, a billionaire, or whether you're just a regular blue-collar worker, everybody should learn about the legal, lawful loopholes. And we've got an organization and a group that I am so proud to be working with, American Tax Solutions. GCN has a special deal with them to get you the best rates. And here's the most important part. They save you money and then get part of the savings. This is an absolute win-win solution. You've got to give them a call at 855-907-4841 or GCNTaxCut.com. That's GCNTaxCut.com. The only way you miss out is not making the phone call. Make it now.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Hey there, Congresswoman Kat Kamak here, your conservative voice in our nation's capital. I'm so proud to be an advocate for the over 65,000 veterans here in North Central Florida. The new Ocala VA clinic is now open, providing important primary care and specialty services. If you're a veteran in the Ocala area, thank you for your service. Feel free to get in touch with our team by visiting us online at camac.house.gov. I'm Kat Kamak, and it is my honor to serve you.
This ad is paid for by official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
You don't get to be the league's all-time leading rusher without feeling some pain.
Pro football legend Emmitt Smith knows joint pain, and he also knows the old treatments aren't the only treatments. Today, there's a natural alternative to drugs and surgery. It's biologic therapies from QC Kinetics.
I'm talking regenerative solutions that encourage your body to heal and repair itself.
Do you have pain in your hips, knees, shoulder, lower back? Want to get your life back? The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics can help.
Call to learn more about this exciting natural way to deal with chronic joint pain.
Don't put it off. Call QC Kinetics. Restorative regenerative solutions with no downtime and lasting results.
Don't let your joint pain keep you from doing the things you love. There's a new natural solution that patients are raving about.
QC Kinetics.
Make the call to QC Kinetics. Tell them Emmitt Smith sent you.
Call QC Kinetics, 352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550. QC Kinetics, 400-4550.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. We're talking with Galen from Life South, brought to you by the good folks at Just Shipped Penn Flooring and Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center. Galen, we're talking about the PGA Tour and how one of the biggest names on tour, Dustin Johnson, has said he's going to play in the first Saudi Arabia-backed tournament that the PGA Tour said they're not allowing people to play in. It's the Golf Invitational Series, the LIV Golf Invitational Series. It's in London at Centurion Club. And now that he's broke the ceiling, and it sets up for other people to break the ceiling, or to follow him through the ceiling, eventually somebody, and they're bad at golf, I know they're bad at golf, but eventually somebody, and I think Fox will probably be the one, somebody's going to offer to put this on American TV.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Because people are going to want to watch Dustin Johnson. Is NBC and the Golf Channel, is the Golf Channel going to cover this league?
Oh, no, they can't because they're backed by the PGA.
Right, but if...
And NBC, right? And NBC's got...
The U.S. Open.
The broadcasting rights to the U.S. Open and all kinds of PGA events. CBS isn't going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. ESPN won't touch it.
So that means
but
no
you're
ABC.
Right. There's a Fox.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. There's a Fox, right? Or,
or does TBS or somebody like that.
Well, again, TBS is affiliated with NBC.
That's right,
and as well as TNT. So, this is what happens when you get these media conglomerates. I know over in Europe, the Sky, or Sky TV, Sky Sports, is going to be the TV coverage.
And Fox could just take that feed, because Sky does a great job at golf.
Right, that's exactly right. And it could be that simple. Or, with everything being streaming, maybe they just say, look, we're going to just stream it. You know what? We don't need a broadcaster.
No, you pay $9.99 for the tournament for the 4 rounds.
No. Why don't you just make it free, Tom? Right? You make it free, and then you're like, well, let's figure it out. And it's not like the Saudis care about money.
Because
and by the way, every other commercial would be about the Saudi Arabia and do business with us.
They're not taking Dustin Johnson off of TV. Dustin Johnson's going to end up. People are going to want to watch Dustin Johnson play golf in the United States.
Absolutely. And by the way, we're all going to want to watch the first tournament.
Of course we are.
Yeah, and I know there's a couple of groups that are can just broadcast it quickly, right? You know, and just say, here, boom, here's the links, and they'll put it out on social media, and they'll buy some advertising on some of those other shows, and go to work.
Look, this is a perfect.
I think this is easy.
This is a perfect streaming platform for, you know, does somebody like Barstool Sports get involved with this?
Sure,
it could be done
well,
easily.
Of course. Yeah, and again, they have a pretty huge golf following because of their four podcasts, and that's hitting a generation younger. You know, that those millennial kids, they all watch Barstool. So, and I think the old people like us were like, we're gonna watch it. Just have to have our kids tell us where it is. But
yeah, just have to find out where it is.
I think they make it that simple. They're like, no, we'll go straight to the consumer.
This is a complete game changer. That one name saying he's playing in this league is a complete game changer, and one that the PGA Tour could not have liked when they opened the paper and went, what?
Correct. And you know what's also huge? And don't forget that, you know, Donald Trump's in the background, right? And his love for golf. And how the
fact they took
they
took the Blue Monster and the tournament of the Blue Monster away from him. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, Donald Trump's trying to build a media empire here. Don't be alarmed if he puts his hat into the ring. I don't think he's going to until he figures out if he's going to run for president again. But you know, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Donald Trump, they don't start. I'll guarantee you they play at several of his courses in the U.S.
And of course, here's the thing. You know, it was always made big deal. Lee Westwood requested, Sergio Garcia requested. Everybody, and they got turned down. Dustin knows that his name and his brand is big enough. Dustin never requested anything. He just said yesterday, "I'm playing in this tournament." It's no slight to the PGA. I've made the decision to play in this tournament.
As you said earlier, they've been in negotiations for months, right? Come on.
No.
They've been in.
Right, but ultimately he decided he didn't ask the PGA. All the other golfers went through the red tape, got denied, and then went and played anyway. He didn't. He was like, I'm not asking their permission. I'm an independent contractor. That tour needs me more than I need it because I have other options, and that's how it should be when you're an independent contractor.
And a really important question that's now going to be need to ask is who moves into the number one spot of the hottest PGA Tour wife.
Oh, it's a very good point.
Right, that's it, because there's a huge void now.
Huge void.
I mean, who are we gonna watch Dustin Johnson walk up the stairs?
You think Brady after retirement?
Shot on Fox when
you think Brady after retirement? You think Brady after retirement he could get his PGA Tour card?
Yeah, but she's gonna be like 50 by then.
Yeah, well, I'm 55. Okay, calm down.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but Paulina Gretzky's in her prime right now.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying this has got to be a day that the PGA Tour said, man, this is not good for us. There are people at the headquarters in Ponte Vedra going, this is not good.
Well, you know who woke up with a smile on his face is Tim Fincham. He's like, I already fought this battle and won, and y'all chased me out. Good luck.
Not my problem anymore.
PGA.
Not my problem anymore.
Yeah. Man, this commissioner is terrible.
It was. When I read the article last night, I had to read it again because I was like, "Is this somebody satiring this? Is this satire or something?"
Yeah.
And because if you'd have gave me, there was no way I'd have thought anybody in the top 4, 5, 6 golfers in the world were going to play in this league. Never even crossed my mind.
And this is a guy I don't know. I don't like him. And he came from Fenway Sports. So you would think that I would like this guy, right? Because of the fact that they own Liverpool, they own the Red Sox. You know, they have a NASCAR team and all this. I just don't trust him. You know, I just don't like him.
Well,
yeah,
the one thing he said.
He put his head in the sand and said, "This is all going to just go away."
Well, remember,
the threat of being banned is big enough.
He threatened with permanent ban, permanent loss of their tour card if they competed in one tournament. So, you know, let's see. I'm wondering if you know, Dustin Johnson's called his bluff now. Okay, you're going to ban me permanently? Here's your opportunity.
So,
and by the way, you know who really
he only played in 10 to 12 PGA Tour events a year.
You know who really takes it on the chin?
This hurts the PGA.
You know who really takes it on the chin? The poor RBC Canadian Open. It was already something that not many people watched anyway, and now it's the same weekend.
No, you got no chance.
None.
Well, again, what's great about this, the fact that it's in England, you wake up and you have breakfast and brunch with golf on.
Yeah, 100%. And then you get to watch.
It's part of what we love about the British Open.
That is breakfast at the British Open. Hey, Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Hey, today we're actually out in the Villages, so come check us out there. But as always, we're right on the boulevard, 1607 East Silver Springs Boulevard. Please just get out there, donate blood, give the gift of life. And we are preparing for hurricane season, and part of that preparedness is donating blood. So please come out and see us.
Galen, you know, from Life South. Hey, Galen, start honing up your game. There's a spot open on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, that's right.
Talk to you tomorrow.
All right. I may need a caddy.
Well, not me. I got heart issues.
That's right. All right.
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Galen, you know, from Life South. We'll be right back after this timeout.
In 1975, it's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Ugh, what wrong?
Need wood for fire.
I go get. I got wood for fire.
What takes so long?
Had to use restroom. Someone not refill toilet paper.
My bad. You wash hands?
Of course. What caveman you take me for?
You know, Dan, people who save money by switching to Mike Scott Plumbing sure are happy.
Well, Brittany, how happy are they?
Happier than a caveman with indoor plumbing.
Yep. Get happy. Get Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it. 237-2888.
While we may disagree a lot, we do agree Rural King's our favorite place for spring planting.
Yeah, but we've got to focus. Roses, a couple flats of impatiens, and a spade.
A shovel? I'm thinking tiller.
We do not need a tiller.
Wait, a mower. Those no zero turns are sweet.
Focus. Roses, mulch, shovel, impatiens.
Jeez, talk about impatient.
Can I help you?
Yeah, chainsaws.
Let's go.
I'm almost done mowing this section.
Ridiculous.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
QC Kinetics patient Robert Patterson, a veteran and business owner, struggled at work and in the gym with chronic agonizing shoulder pain.
Those injuries just continue to nag, and if you don't treat them, they just get worse. And I just kind of abused my body for a long time, and it finally had said enough is enough.
That's okay, because QC Kinetics tells your pain, hey, enough is enough. Their regenerative treatments bring you relief by helping restore and repair damaged tissue with no drugs, no downtime, and best of all, no surgery.
I was able to exceed the goals that I had previously attained in the gym. It was absolutely worth its weight in gold, so I could continue to live life without limitation.
Ready to get lasting relief from your joint pain? Call QC Kinetics to learn more about how natural biologic treatments can get you lasting results. Call now. It's a free consultation.
352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550. QC Kinetics, 352-400-4550.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service